the saint of Bode Thomas Street. Stay with us and enjoy this beautiful story. Bode Thomas Street was not just a street. It was an empire of the rich, the powerful, and the untouchable. Nothing on this street was cheap. The houses were grand, and the cars were exotic, and the people, well, they were constantly in a silent battle of wealth, status, and influence. If you didn't have a name that commanded respect, you were invincible. In the midst of this world of opulence lived a woman who seemed to be the very definition of perfection. Her name was Ewa, meaning beauty. She was breathtakingly beautiful. Her ebony skin glowed like polished bronze. Her steps were graceful, and her presence alone commanded admiration. But it wasn't just her beauty that made her the talk of Bode Thomas Street. It was her reputation. Ewa was the woman every mother used as an example. Look at Ewa, they would say to their daughters. She's everything a woman should be. Classy, independent, and God-fearing. She was always in church, leading the choir with the voice of an angel. No one ever saw her in the company of questionable friends. She was always impeccably dressed, never revealing too much, yet effortlessly elegant. She had a high-paying job, an air hostess, she told everyone. Her suitcase was always packed, and when people asked, she would smile and say, "I have a flight to catch." Every young woman on Bode Thomas Street wanted to be her. Every young man wanted to marry her. But Ewa was untouchable. She never let anyone get too close. And while some saw it as a sign of class, others wondered if she simply had no interest in friendships. But beneath the perfect exterior was a secret, one so dark that if the people of Bode Thomas Street had known, they would have never dared to compare their daughters to her. Ewa was no air hostess. Her frequent trips were not to attend to passengers on flights, but to accompany wealthy men on business trips abroad. She was the most sought-after call girl among the high and mighty of Bode Thomas Street. Governors, businessmen, and even the respectable fathers and husbands of the streets funded her lifestyle. Her designer clothes, shoes and bags, her fully furnished house, and the luxury car she drove. One of her lovers had even promised to get her a Lamborghini. And so she remained a mystery, admired by all but known by none. Until one night, when fate decided that her secret would no longer remain in the shadows. The night that changed everything. It was late, past midnight. The street was unusually quiet when the sound of scratching tires and a loud crash shattered the peace. A car had collided with another right in the middle of Bode Thomas Street. Neighbors rushed out to see what had happened. One of the cars belonged to an Alhaji, a highly respected businessman who had just returned from Paris that night. The other car belonged to another wealthy man on the street who was set to travel abroad the next day. He had stepped out of his car, furious, banging on the other driver's window. "Come out, you fool. Let's settle this now," he yelled. Slowly, the car door opened, and out stepped a woman. The crowd gasped. Ewa. Do you like our stories? Please like, share, watch our stories to the end, and comment for more beautiful stories. Thank you. I love you.